We really work hard to make sure our students get an international experience where they maximize their practice of the English language. That's why we've organized the second edition of the VGC Amazing Race. We happened to pick a weekend where multiple storms passed through Vancouver. So there's a lot of rain, a lot of high winds, but they all showed up. We had 18 teams this time, so 72 people competing, 11 different nationalities, and there had to be a minimum of 3 different languages spoken on every team.
In our team, we were 1 Taiwanese, 1 Japanese, and 2 Mexicans, so we were forced to speak in English.
The grand prize is $400 cash for the winning team, okay?
$400. So exciting, so I want to win.
Rules again, no taxis, no private cars, but pretty much anything else. You can ride a bike, you can ride a skateboard.
The Amazing Race started with a mad dash for students to pick up their envelope that contained a list of items that the students needed to purchase. The trick to this challenge was that the items were listed in Chinese characters.
We say, oh, what the hell is? Because what's in Chinese? So we think, oh, the first step is go to Chinatown.
Some people are going straight to Chinatown, which is the best place to go to find what they need to buy. Some teams are going in a completely wrong direction.
Our strategy was to run as fast as we can.
We asked the people, could you help? No, I can't. Oh, why? No, but...
Sometimes Asian people are shy. So that challenge was so important because Henry from Taiwan was very confident about the places and we trust each other.
Once a team had bought all their items, their next clue led them to Metro Town in Burnaby.
Hurry up.
In Metodown, we had to find Lian.
This was not an easy challenge.
It was a little bit difficult.
Yeah, because there was a lot of people and everybody was shouting and running.
Running as crazy people inside the mall. Okay, let's go, let's move.
We should run to win, but almost die.
Metro Town is very huge, and we spent almost 1 hour to find one person.
Have you seen this hill before?
I was waiting on the far side of the mall behind an escalator, and there were lots of people around. Once the teams found me, I gave them their next clue, which led them back downtown to VGC, where they would compete in a food challenge.
You know where is Leon?
I know.
Come on, my friend.
One team member was blindfolded, and they had to choose one of 3 food options: chocolate, chili peppers, and chicken feet.
Like that?
Yeah. Oh, does this?
If they're lucky, they get chocolate. Awesome.
Our group chose
Chicken feet.
It
was so disgusting, but we needed to eat that and we ate chicken feet.
After their food, they were given a photo that the team needed to recreate and then print. In this photo, there were 9 VGC staff members, and they were all posed in different ways.
First is getting the photo taken. Find a place where you're going to be able to find other strangers who will be willing to take that photo with you.
We found in a bar, 4 guys help us with the photo.
The guys say, oh, of course.
Another problem because you need to print this photo and we didn't know where.
We waste a lot of energy because we run a lot.
We tried to print in 3 different places running all downtown.
in rain.
Color is how much?
I never specified that it had to be photo paper. So some teams were smart and went to a photocopy place where they could get it printed on regular paper in much less time than an actual photo processing center.
The next clue took them to the commercial Broadway area of Vancouver to Lycopiste Archery. Once they were there, a team would have to shoot a bow and arrow at a target and try to reach 10 points.
The center, the yellow is 5 points. Red, 4 points. Green, 3 points. Black.
I like the Hunger Games movie, and I always wanted to do that.
Don't do this and let go. You only let go.
They had 2 instructors explaining how to handle a bow. It's really important for students here to understand what they're saying. They'll be able to get through this challenge much faster, shooting the arrow just right.
It's so difficult to control the arrow and get the right target. Oh my God.
After finishing archery, we ran to the SkyTrain station. I was really exhausted.
In that moment, we were like, oh, we need more energy to continue.
We were tired, but we couldn't sit down. I don't know, the energy.
I was only thinking that we are going to win.
One of my favorite activities that we do here at VGC all year is kayaking in False Creek. And ever since the last Amazing Race, I thought, kayaking, gotta happen.
Around False Creek, we had placed 3 dry bags, and in each dry bag there were puzzle pieces. So the student who was kayaking would have to bring them back to their waiting team members.
I saw him when he fell down.
I take the first one and I try to be very fast, lose control, and I fall down in the water. It's so cold, absolutely cold.
Good job, my friend.
The most difficult was the puzzle.
The puzzle was a picture of a parking garage where we had set up the finish line, and students needed to figure out where to go.
We didn't finish the puzzle. Okay, it's in Gastown. Now we know where we need to go.
This is what the first 2 teams did.
We only did the part of the puzzle that was with a circle because we said, okay, that's the place. Let's go. Maybe we are the first group.
They get out of the station, run across the street to the parking garage, but the wrong one.
Sorry, not this time.
In the meantime, another one of the teams got off much closer to the parking garage, found the entrance, ran up the stairs, burst out onto the roof of the parking garage.
We did it! We did it!
Every single team actually did make it to the finish line.
If we had another chance tomorrow, we would win, I think.
Yeah. In both of our races, we've had super competitive guys, really fit, but it's not just about speed. It's also about communication and really strong teamwork.
So when we saw that the first group was with people with different levels of English, we said, oh my God, I respect them because they find the way to speak in English.
$400!
We lost, but I was so happy.
It was an amazing experience.
We were exhausted, but we were having a lot of fun.
All the lessons that I learned in the class, it was useful to solve the clues.
You can really improve your English, and for me, well, for a group, it's a really amazing race.
And I know that they spent a lot of hours and days to create the best challenge. So my group and me want to say thank you for VGC.